Hi guys, I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes today about my hunting setup that I use here. You may have seen my video before on YouTube about how I use my lone wolf climbing sticks. This kind of goes along with it. Last year I purchased the Millennium tree stand, and I've incorporated that into my mobile hunting setup. I use it with my lone wolf sticks, and it is by far the quickest, quietest, easy to set up I have ever used, and one that I plan on using for a very long time. So what I'm going to do today is show you some of the slight modifications that I've done to it to make this setup my own. It just works well for me, and I'm going to share that with you guys today so that if you'd like to do it, you can do the same thing to your stand. So now I'm going to talk about what I've done to my tree stand to make it my own. What I did after I purchased it is I got on Lone Wolf's website and I ordered 4 of their Versa buttons. And what I did was I attached them to the stand in places that can help me out into the field. What I did is I attached 2 Versa buttons about 3 inches behind where the cable attaches to the platform here. And what this allows me to do is strap my Millennium sticks to the back of my tree stand and carry them in with me when I'm going into the woods. And all I put them on there with was a stainless steel Allen bolt. I put washers on it, and I used a locking nut on the inside so I didn't ever have to worry about the Allen bolt backing out. So again, that's where I strap my sticks to my stand when I'm carrying them in. The second place that I put Versa buttons was at the back of the stand, and the reason why I put them back here is because on my Millennium setup there's no strap that goes around the base of the platform to keep it from kicking out on you when you step into it. So again, I put those on there. I used grade 8 bolts on the back just for security purposes. You got a little bit more stress there, and I didn't want to have to worry about them breaking. Again, I used washers, and I also used a locking nut on them. And what I do is I take the same strap that I use here on the bottom that goes around my sticks. When I get up into my tree stand, I put it around the tree and attach it to the platform here so I don't have to worry about the platform kicking out on me. I think altogether I have $25 in this addition to the tree stand, but for me it makes it so much easier for me to do my job when I'm out in the woods, for me to attach my sticks to my stand and get out of there, and then when I'm up in my tree it makes me feel a lot safer. Now I'm going to talk to you about how I actually attach my sticks to my stand. There's really not much to it. The only thing that holds them on here is this Lone Wolf strap up against the tree stand. So I'll take them off here and show you. What I do is I take all of my feet on my sticks and I fold them to one side, and then if you take the sticks on their side and lay them on the stand, they just kind of lock themselves into place and they'll actually sit there. Take your Lone Wolf strap, run it across the Versa buttons like I talked about, cinch that strap down, and those sticks are now on there nice and tight. I mean, they're not going anywhere, they're locked into place, they're not going to bounce up and down, and you've got a nice compact setup for carrying in and out of the woods. The nice thing about it, you're carrying in about 26 to 28 pounds with this setup, and keeping it nice and compact, you don't really notice that extra weight because the tree stand and the sticks lay so flat on your back that it stays in close to your center mass, and you don't notice the added weight on your back, which is really important for when you got those long hikes into the woods and you're going mobile. Alright, so when you buy a Millennium tree stand, it comes with a bracket that you attach to the tree, and the bracket has a slot in it. And on the back of your tree stand, there's a tooth or a talon, whatever you want to call it, that you slide into that bracket to hang your tree stand so that you don't have to try to fight to attach your tree stand to the tree. So what I've done, this bracket actually comes with a chain attached to it. And I keep the chain on the bracket for all of the brackets that I leave up out in the woods because I trust the chain to weather a lot better than a strap would. But for my mobile setup that I have in and out of the woods every day, I use a ratchet strap. And what I've done is I've left 2 lengths of chain on each side of the bracket and I simply hook the ratchet strap, which by the way is made for tree stands. Make sure you get a good ratchet strap. Anyway, I hook the ratchet strap in to each length of chain, run it around the tree, and I cinch it down. I don't cinch it down real tight because I kind of want that bracket a little loose so that it'll dig in and bite into the tree real good. So after I get my bracket into place, I go ahead and I hang my tree stand, just slip it into the slot, and it's locked in there. And then the next thing I do is I take my lone wolf strap and I hook it around these lower Versa buttons on the back of the platform like we were talking about. And what this allows me to do is to secure the platform to where it's not going to kick out on me. So I go ahead and attach it before I put the platform down, and the reason being is I'll cinch it down just a little bit to where when I flip that platform down, those teeth kind of dig into the tree and get a good bite so that your platform is nice and solid for when you step onto it. And again, I mean, this isn't an extra strap. This is the strap that I use to secure my sticks to my tree stand when I carry it in. So I mean, it's pretty easy to hang this setup once you get your bracket up. You just pull your tree stand up, slide it into the receiver, and that's it. Alright, the last thing I want to talk to you about is what I carry in with me for setting up my tree stand and sticks. First thing is, if you're going to use the Lone Wolf sticks to hang a tree stand, the most important thing you need is a safety harness that has a lineman's belt. And I have the Muddy harness here. It comes with the lineman's belt, and it comes with the tree strap to attach above you once you get up into your platform. I really like that it comes with both because you can actually leave the lineman's belt on and hang your strap above your tree stand and hook into it with your safety strap, which has its own carabiner on it. You can hook into it before you even unhook your lineman's belt, and to me that's the most important thing, because I want to come home every time after a hunt. I don't ever want to be stuck out in the woods because I've fallen and hurt myself. So if any of you out there don't use a safety harness, you really should consider it, because it just may save your life. And the Muddy harness is nice and light. It wears good. You don't even hardly notice that it's on there. So I mean, for $100 you can't hardly beat it. You guys should really go out and get one if you don't have one. Anyway, like I said, a good harness with the lineman's belt. And the other thing that I carry in with me are 2 pull ropes. What I do when I get to the base of my stand, or I'm sorry, the base of the tree that I want to go up, is I have my brackets in my pockets or in a backpack or something. I take the bracket, I stick it in a pocket along with my ratchet strap, and then I attach 1 pull rope to my tree stand so that I can pull my tree stand up. The second rope is attached to my pack and to my bow. That way once I get up in my tree stand, I don't have to climb back down to attach my bow or anything. I'm already ready to go. And I actually hook them in on the straps here on the back of my harness so that they're not in my way when I'm climbing up, and I mean, it's just a really efficient setup. So I mean, I know everybody's got their own personal preferences on tree stands, and I mean, that's how I am, but you can't hardly beat the Millennium stand because it's got a huge platform on it, and it's got one of the most comfortable seats I have ever sat in. I know all you climber guys think that your seats are the most comfortable, but I'm telling you, this sling style seat is just as comfortable as it is. I can sit in this thing all day long, and you know, I don't get fidgety. I just sit there in complete comfort all day, don't have to worry about it. So anyway guys, this is pretty much my setup. If you want to see how I hang my sticks, you can watch my other YouTube video, and it goes right along with this, hand in hand, shows you exactly how I use my setup. So I hope I helped some of you guys out in making decisions on tree stand or climbing sticks, and hope you guys have a enjoyable, safe season.